Hey everyone. Hello, hello, hello. Um, I'm back. Another one of my videos, my life, my thoughts, my prayers, my meditations. So I'm just gonna hop right into it. Hope everybody is staying safe out there, and I really hope everybody is moving forward in life. Okay, so I won't be long. So I've been meditating on the thing for about 2 weeks now, and I'm just watching how the world is shaping, how it's forming. I'm just watching how everything is just kind of playing out. It's definitely a different day and age than what I'm accustomed to, versus being born in the 90s. It was a little bit more tougher. It was a little bit more stronger, if I would say. It definitely have its flaws because growing up, our parents was they was kids when they had us, and the cycle was kind of continuing on this side. And most of the kids that's being born, they coming from our generation. And I'm looking at it, and you can tell some of the stuff that we struggle with because you can watch kids and you can see what they struggling with if you ever pay attention to a kid and just like, man, I wonder like what's going on. And one of the biggest things that's going on right now in the world is that we're not teaching our kids what they need to know. We're not giving our kids the tools that we need to succeed. Now, I'm not saying that parents don't do their job. I'm not saying that, but it's more in life than to just provide for a kid. It's more in life to just do what the kid need for you. I mean, need to do for the kid and stuff like that. It's definitely more. There's things like controlling the attitude. There's things like talking back to elders. There's things like controlling your emotions. There's things of love. But the biggest things of them all is that they have someone to talk to. That is the biggest one of them all. And I talk to a lot of kids. I do. And one of the biggest things that they always say is that they don't have anyone to talk to. They don't have anyone that's there for them. They don't have anyone that understands. And one of the things that I learned is that you can never give something that you don't have. And our generation has been through so much that some of us didn't have a chance to learn how to control our attitude, learn how to conduct ourselves in certain places, learning how to network, learning how to build connections, learning how to build credit, learning about business and stuff like that. And the crazy part about it is that in this time, that's what's needed. Like the kids in this era have an opportunity to do something great every single day. And it doesn't even matter the age. As long as you know how to work something and you're good at something, you can go do it. The only problem is they don't have the tools to do it because no one is teaching them. Our generation right now is we all trying so hard to just move on, but it just seems like the limitations that we have is definitely just catching up to us because one of the hardest things is learning how to establish discipline. Because when you don't have discipline, it's hard for you to wake up at a certain time to go do something. It's hard for you to want to do a million things in one day, but we've been through a lot. We've been through a lot, and if we're honest, some of us are mentally drained for some of the stuff that we've been through. We don't have everything. We never talked about everything that we ever been through. Some of us had kids at a young age, and it's just like it is so overwhelming that we don't even know that we're mentally drained. We're mentally tired, and you want to know something? So is the kid. So is the kid because it got passed down from generation to generation. And I say all this to say is that now that we know this and now that we feel this, it's time for us to get our children in line so they don't make the same mistakes that we made. We made so many mistakes in life that we can't go back and do all of them. But you know what? We can move forward and we can teach the next generation. we can't teach our kids, and we can't help them get to where they need to be. Because that is the goal now. The world has changed so much, and you know what? These seasoned folks, they're trying so hard to keep it under their control that they don't even know that it's kind of messing up the kids now, because it's just like, no, we don't doing that. Some of the kids, they ready to fight. Some of the kids, they ready to do it all because they don't have the tools to say control yourself. I know that was crazy, but control yourself. Don't lose yourself in situations. Those things have to be taught. Those things have to be, they have to be shown. They have to be displayed on a regular. I read statuses every single day, and parents say that I'm going to stay away from my family. I'm going to not talk to people. Only thing I care about is me and my kids. If you're doing that, how can your child see how to conduct themselves in crazy moments? How can they see how to determine which family member they should and shouldn't stay away from if you already made the decision to do it? How can they go out and want to do something different and build something different if you only care about that little small part? I understand that situations happen and things hurt, but at the same time, we have to get out. We have to explore it, because once it's in our eyes, it goes to our kids and they can dream and they can start seeing it. I mean, in this day and time, social media is everything. It's everything. What they didn't teach us about what Soldier Boy and them did back in the day is they did YouTubes and Vine. Once they made it to YouTube, 1 million views can get you money. Like, this is the era to do all of that stuff in, but we have to understand that they gotta learn how to control themselves. The Bible say in Proverbs 22:6, it says, "Direct your child into the right path, and when they're older, they will not depart from it." Which means we have to teach our kids. We have to teach them how to control their anger. We have to teach them how to control their attitude. We have to teach them how to build relationships. We have to teach them how to have relationships. We have to teach them how to network. We have to teach them on how to deal with situation when it's just so overwhelming and when it's so draining. We have to teach them that, because they're going to know that. They gonna have to know that if we was to have a child and we was to leave before we would, their child would have everything that child, that I'm not gonna say everything, that child would have information that would get them far. The younger you start, the quicker that thing is going to go. Teach them how to find who they are. We didn't have that. We didn't, because our parents were still children themselves, and they was learning just as much as we was. So we can't fault them for that. And just like we can't fault ourselves for what we're doing, because we're trying really hard. Now, some of us are building businesses, some of us are trying to do so much. And but while we're doing all this and trying to figure it out, our kids is watching. And time is going to keep going by. Time is going to keep flying. And as we trying to get it, we don't think about the kid. It's time to stop in your tracks. You gonna get there. You gonna get there. Even if you don't live to see it, it's gonna get there. But you had to teach your kid. You had to. It's messed up to say, but we have kids now. That's the part about growing up. You don't have to put your dreams and goals on back hold. No, as you learn it, teach your kid. Teach your kid how to restrain from difficult situations. Teach them how to build relationships. Teach them how to find themselves and what they want to do in life. If they want to be a gamer, they want to be a YouTuber, or whatever the case might be, go out and research it. Find out exactly what they need. Get the cameras, get the lights, get whatever they need, whatever they trying to do. You teach them. So when they finally go out at 18, they not going through college trying to figure it out. And by the time they figure it out, they flunked out. Some of us made those mistakes. So let's stop that circle. Let's stop them from going to college and just doing whatever. No, find out what you want right now, and let's get into it right now. Let's do it right now. And while you win it, I'm gonna show you how to control yourself. I'm gonna show you how to keep your poise. I'm gonna show you how to handle difficult situation. The Bible said, train your child up, and when they get older, they will never depart from it. Because you know why? It's so much crazy stuff going on in this world. We need our kids to have a mind of their own. We need to teach them how to depend on, not to just depend on anybody, because we can leave in a split second. And if they don't have the knowledge, now we have to watch our kids from wherever, from heaven, from the grave. We have to watch them go through things like, man, I wish I could have did this. No, no more regret. None of that anymore. I'm not, I'm not on here to just call out anybody or anything like that. Only thing I care about is being better every single day. That's it. And teaching the next generation how to do it. We didn't learn how to build communications because we barely talk to people. We distance ourselves. When something go wrong with a relationship with a person, instead of talking and hashing it out or whatever we would say, because the person don't know, confront it so our kids can have it. When it's in your DNA, when it's in your spirit and all that, it goes to the kid, and they learning, they watching, they can improve every single day. Some of these kids right now around the world are capitalizing on what this world is producing now. They capitalizing it. Look it up. Young people everywhere doing stuff. And you want to know what's so crazy? A lot of them don't know how to conduct themselves. They don't know how to talk. The place we should want to be at right now with our children and this next generation is teaching them how to talk for themselves. So when they in those meetings at the age of 11, at the age of 12, they ain't just in the room because your parent in the room. No, they in the room because this is my business. This is what I'm talking about. We might not know everything. That's why I got this my person here with me, but I know enough to be in that room. So something is wrong. I'm not gonna get upset, but I'm gonna handle the situation. I'm not saying that the kids grow up. You're gonna let kids be kids, but at the same time, we still want to give them tools to have. So when they ready, they can do it. When they ready to go off to college, they not spending all these years trying to figure out what they want to do. They know exactly what they want to do. They know exactly how to do it, and we gonna watch them do it. We are Black people are some all people are the most extraordinary people ever because we people could underestimate us all day and some stuff just come out just because situations happen. Don't allow what we didn't get or what we didn't receive stop our kids from receiving it and getting it. Now you can't give anything that you don't got, which means now it's your time to our time to go up and start learning and getting to it, handling business, how to conduct ourselves, relationships, talking it out, networking and stuff like that because you can do it. If one child have paper and the other child have a crayon, they put that together. That's a box of crayon. That's called networking. Teach them how to be in those rooms and teach them how to control their attitudes in crazy situation. It's going to go a long way. A long way. So these are just my thoughts. These are just my prayers. um, because it's needed. It's needed, and I always just tell myself, why not me? So whatever I learn, whatever I go through, I definitely would share with somebody younger than me, somebody older than me too. You know, um, and watch them grow. They need it. They need people to talk to. Somebody that's not going to judge them. Somebody that's not going to try to control them. Somebody that's not just there or whatever because they have to be there. No, somebody that really wants to be there. Somebody that's not controlling them. Somebody that's going to keep them in line though, but they also going to be there for them. Love is the most important thing of it all because sometimes our kids are going to do stuff that we don't like, but we still have to love them. We still have to give them the love, the care that they need because we can say that we gave them the tools that they need. Yeah, that seemed like they on the wrong path today, but tomorrow you can wake up and just like, man, now they back on the right path because you taught them something. So that's my time. I really hope that I said something. Um, like I said, my biggest thing is just trying to improve, and try to improve the people around me. I go up. I want the people close to me go up. I want people that don't know nothing about go up. I just want I just want everybody to be their best. Everybody to be great because there's definitely chances out here for us to do it. So I'm definitely praying for everybody. I'm praying for every kid. I'm definitely praying for every man, every woman because times is tough. But hey, if you have love, if you have understanding, and you have God in your life, then there's nothing that's impossible. And I want to leave you guys with that. Whatever you're going through, whatever you think that's seem like it's impossible, no matter what age you at, if you have a kid or whatever the case might be, man, keep going, cause tomorrow might be your day. I love y'all. Thank y'all for listening.